right, let's see what comes forward. So your first plan, I said plans. Your first card is Seven of Air. Okay, so this is about looking at plans, revising plans. The seven is always about analyzing, and this is a thinking card as well. It's a sword card, so it's about rethinking things, going over them, reviewing them, what's working, what's not working. Say you have a business partner that you want to review with, or someone that you want to mentor with. It feels like that somebody has some interesting ideas to give you. It could be about more going with what meets the eyes. Maybe you're not really seeing what can come out of this, but I think that if you really think about it, use your left brain logic and your creativity, see what's in there for you. See the nuggets of gold. And like I said, this could be in a project. This could be in a relationship as well. I'm feeling more towards the business or business plans, but it could be either way. It could be about your timing as well. It could be about timing that delays can help you out. Maybe there's a delay in what you've been wanting to put forth, or you're wanting to put the pedal to the metal a little bit quicker. But again, not to worry about that, because it feels like the movement is coming forward for you guys. When I look at this card, I see a bunch of activity. Actually, it feels like there's a lot going on in your mind. You are doing an awful lot of conceptual thinking and planning. And just remember to, if you're not on the same page with yourself, not only other people, but with yourself, maybe not to rush forward. Maybe not to rush forward too quickly, but to think, what is it that needs a little bit of fine-tuning here? What is it needs to be re-looked at in a different way, and that will help the gears stay in motion. All right, so that came up for your first card, Gemini. All right, and now your second card, which I love this card. This is the High Priestess card. And I love the High Priestess. She is, she's all about her intuition. She's all about knowing that everything that she needs is on the inside. She understands the cycles of the moon and that everything has perfect timing and divine timing. She knows that the winds of change are for the best, and she doesn't worry about it. She just lets things continue to flow. So listen to your intuition. Listen to what it's telling you about those plans a minute ago. If you're having a little bit of delay, or it's like, I need to get this going, but you know what? Maybe there's some sparks of clairvoyancy or feeling that you get that it could just change a little bit, and that can make a big difference in your plans. And consider carefully what you've been acting on. Is this the value that you want to give? Is this what you want other people to see? How do other people look at your work or what you're doing? How are you in relationships? How are you being in that? It's really about having conversations with yourself, and maybe an energetic or a real conversation with others, and getting feedback. Both, and this is going away from what the High Priestess knows everything, but I just go with what I'm hearing here. Maybe that you come to the point where you realize, after going into your intuition, that feedback from other people is a good thing. Can motivate you, can help you with your business plans, with your work, with your, say, at your location of business, and or your relationships. And this could be with friends as well as with romantic partners. So just pay attention to what's going on within you, and then without you as well. Observe and analyze. Okay. And so the next card that comes up is another air sign. This is our page. This is the page of air, actually. And the air signs also represent the air signs, Libra, Gemini, which is you. And it's always the third one that I don't remember. That'll come up in a minute. The other air sign that's important, Aquarius. So it could be that you're working with an Aquarian, or you're friends with one, or if that could be possibly your rising sign or moon sign, which would be interesting to have two. I do actually have 2 air signs in my makeup, so not unusual. But this is about some new information that's coming to you. And it's about being logical, being honest with yourself, being curious about this new information. There could be a change of plans. There may be some project that you've been working on with other people and you're seeing some things change. And you're like, wow, I didn't expect for this type of resolution to come about. But, again, it's about going with it. It's also about the truth being delivered with tact. So in all conversations, tact and diplomacy is always a good thing. So it's about communicating what your needs are in business and again in relationship, and doing that with tact and grace and ease so that people can actually hear you. This is a lot about communication, it feels like, for me, for you, Gemini. And I know sometimes you come from 2 different places. So what feels right for you? When I take a look at this card, what I'm really noticing is, it's interesting. I'm noticing how has the sword in her hand, but I'm also noticing the dog, or what kind of looks like a wolf in front of her. So, it's like letting the messenger go out in front of you. This looks like this dog is in front of her and leading the way, and that she's ready for action. She's ready for people asking her. I'm hearing asking her questions, being prepared in any situation. If you're doing a presentation or if people need information from you, it's just being prepared and being logical about it. Okay, so that's the Page of Air. So that's about information coming towards you. And I feel like you're going to need to give some feedback about it. All right? And the last card you have is another Major Arcana card. This is the Hermit card. And the Hermit card is about going inside of yourself. You got the High Priestess and the Hermit. They're not that different. The High Priestess is very aware of her psychic ability. She's very aware of her intuition. The Hermit actually, and she's very aware of her outside, everything going on outside of her too. The Hermit actually goes inside to figure it out, to see if, okay, after I've gotten this information that came out of the Page of Air, is this something that, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with these different opportunities and or challenges that are going on in my life? What is the best way for me to handle this? So it's about spending time alone, spending time in meditation. It could be about self-discovery. Maybe you're taking some classes on self-discovery. Maybe it's about spiritual learning. Maybe it's about being in an environment and not judging it, and just seeing some things with brand new eyes, seeing some opportunities or some ways of looking at some things with some brand new eyes that may look different and will help you to grow and to learn. All right? Okay, Gemini, and I'm going to select an Archangel card for you, and this one flew out, so we're going to go with it. And this one came up before for another sign, which I love this card, and this is Hello from Heaven. Hello from Heaven. All right. So this is from Archangel Azrael. Your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. It says, let go of worries and feel their loving blessing. Feel their loving blessings. So this is about loved ones that have passed over that are really wanting to give you guidance and support and letting you know that they are fine and that you really are too. So any challenges that have come up during this month, or really any time in your life, that they're around you. And, pay attention to any senses you feel, any noises you hear that are unusual, any, as we all know, coins that just continue to seem to drop from the sky, from heaven. Because this is an awesome card that says that your loved ones are around you, they support you, and they're wanting you to do well and to be happy and fulfilled. All right, Gemini. Well, I certainly invite you. You got 2 sword or air cards with 2 major arcana cards. So you're going to be doing some thinking this month, some analyzing. You're going to also very much be going inside and doing some deep, deep contemplation. So you're going to be getting ready for action in the next several months. Some real, true prosperity and action.